Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Destiny World Tour. We're here at the 18th hole in the Old Tower, and we have a tight race coming up. We have a very small stroke lead between all the competitors, and it'll be interesting to see how this hole shapes out. And first up, we have course favorite Atherin. Atherin, going to look to set up a good drive here, taking his time. And a big swing, a good drive will get him into solid position on the fairway. Next up, we have Sea Pike. Sea Pike has a unorthodox swing, lining up a little bit sideways and then twists his body. He's going to hit a big drive, and it's going to unfortunately bounce off the wall. And Capital steps up next, following the course leader. Good drive, got some good distance with it. Unfortunately, falls just a little short of where he was aiming, but he's still in an all right position on the fairway. Did catch an unlucky break with the obstacle. Vasperity is next up, and he's just going to hit the ball immediately, not even line up, and it's going to go a little bit shorter than Atherin's, but still going to put him in a good position on the fairway for a follow-up shot. And Viscosity up next. He's going to drive the ball deep. It's going to go a little bit into the rough and going to have a hard time playing it out the next stroke. And Kono is up next. Capital is going to hit the ball to the inside like it's a putt-putt course. It'll be interesting to see if this pans out for him. And now we have the course underdog, Mystic, lining up to take a shot. And he's going to take another unusual approach and go on top of the balcony. Just a gentle little hit to set himself up. Should be in good position for the follow-up swing. And Longneck himself is up. He's going to look to drive the ball deep, just shy of the door. Going to put himself in a difficult position for a follow-up shot. And finally is another contender close in the leaderboards, Zazzy. Going to hit the ball, and he's going to land it in a safe position on the fairway, close to where Atherin landed. Atherin going to look to set himself up. He's going to play it safe and just a nice little 3-iron onto the fairway. Capital up next. He's going to go a little bit deeper with it using a 3-wood. He's going to hit the ball a little bit further back and put himself a little bit in the rough. It'll be interesting to see how he can play it out from there. Sea Pike's looking a little confused, and he's not exactly sure where to go. Tries to put it through the gap, and it doesn't pan out for him. Bounces off and puts himself in a really rough position. Going to be hard to get into the stroke lead with a shot like that. Viscosity is next, and he's just going to go with a simple little hit into the corridor there. Nothing major, but definitely within striking distance. Kono following up in a difficult position. He makes the same mistake as Sea Pike, going to put himself back in the rough. Ozilgarth following up from his inside play and does quite a good job to set himself up for a follow-up shot. And finally, the underdog, Mystic, from his interesting shot on top of the balcony. He's going to hit the ball hard through the gap, threads the needle, put himself up in a pretty good position. Now Vasper, after an astounding drive, it'd be interesting to see if that stayed in bounds. And Zazzy finally coming up, going to have to just do a little chip to get himself out of the rough and back onto the fairway. And Atherin taking his time, methodically lining up his shots to make sure he doesn't have any blunders and lose the lead that he is clinging to. And a good approach from him is going to put him right on the tree. Interesting to see if they count that. Followed up by Capital. Going to have another good hit. Put himself perfectly on top of Mohawk. And Sea Pike, after a disastrous last stroke, lines it up and gets it through the gap. He's going to put himself up in a decent bit on the fairway. However, he is behind a stroke compared to the rest of the pack. And Viscosity, he's going to put himself just short of the Mohawk. Not a lot of angles to go. Kono, after making the same mistake as Sea Pike, he's going to just throw it through the gap and get firmly onto bomb. Ozilgarth, after taking the interesting approach, he's going to land it close to the tree stump as well. Absolutely excellent hit from him with the wedge. Absolutely perfection. And now Mystic, he's lining up. Not a lot of room to navigate. He's going to hit the ball into a solid bit on the fairway, still keeping him in the pack. And now Vesperity, the man who has hit some miraculous shots, actually went out of bounds last time, so that's going to add 1 to his stroke count. And he's going to just play it safe this time and go a little bit short on the left side of Mohawk. Zazzy, after a disastrous drive, he manages to salvage it with an incredible hit there on the fairway, going to land himself on the green and get remarkably close. And now Atherin, he's looking to set up the putt to hopefully seal this championship title. And he makes it. What outstanding stuff from Atherin. Really, truly remarkable bit of games. And Capital now lining up his shot from on top of Mohawk. Going to use the wedge here. Oh, and he skips it, and it hits, and it's a ringer. It goes in the hole. Absolutely incredible chip shot from Capital there. Up next, Sea Pike. Got a long way to go, and he's going to just heave it down, hope to get on the green. And it looks to me like it may have gone a little far, and it's out of bounds. So that's going to be another stroke added to the tally, and that dashes his hope of a championship. Viscosity up next, and his approach from Mohawk will keep him in, and just an easy little chip in from him. Well played by him. And now Kono. Kono is a little bit deep, and he's going to bank it off the wall and try and put himself on to Mohawk. Not sure what he was doing. And now Ozilgarth, after taking the inside approach, he's just going to look and he's going to sink the putt. Absolutely fantastic stuff from him. Interesting approach. You always like to see this man play. And now Mystic, and he lands it on the green just a bit shy. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the ball went in. A remarkable shot from him. And Zazzy does the same. And he's just going to chip the ball in. A disastrous start to the hole, but he manages to finish it with class. And Vesperity, he's just going to look to line it up, and he makes a long shot after his interesting approach on the Mohawk. And Sea Pike, in a sad bit of effort, is just going to hit the ball in and close out the day. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 Destiny World Tour Bannerfall champion, and the legendary Pete Bog Boogie Jacket is Atherin. An outstanding result for him, doing an excellent job of controlling the ball, his placement, the spin, choosing the right club for the right time. Absolutely impressive stuff from him. And he hopes to keep this momentum going up throughout the tour, but just absolutely fantastic stuff.